It's time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout podcast, and I know that we are in the winter season, but we're also heading into the wedding season here pretty soon. You bet, especially in spring and summer months. And with that in mind, we will be talking with Phoebe Adams, who is the wedding coordinator for the Alta House, and she'll have some advice on what to do in terms of wedding planning, what Alta House can offer and whatnot. They've been doing all kinds of wedding get-togethers here in all shapes and sizes and all different price ranges here for the last few years. And Phoebe will have some great suggestions, so hang on for that in just a few minutes. But right now, let's hear from our sponsors, including the gang at Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue in Newton. They want to say thank you to all their dedicated customers and friends for their continued support, and it means the world to them. Prices you can afford, quality you can trust, and service you deserve from Ryan's Tire and Auto on First Avenue in Newton. Tony Pesca, Iowa Realty. Give Tony a call. She'll do a good job for you if you're buying or selling a house. Her number is 641-417-8484. Tony Pesca, Iowa Realty, 641-417-8484. Also, Newton Clinic, don't let the flu season slow you down. You betcha. If you're worried about the flu, or you think you might get it, or you think you have it, protect yourself and your loved ones with a flu shot at Newton Clinic. Schedule yours today and stay ahead of the sniffles. Go to newtonclinic.com. And also sponsored by Advantage Credit Union.
Are you feeling financially drained? Tired of high interest rates and endless debt? Fear not, your financial superhero has arrived. Advantage Credit Union is here to rescue you from financial distress. With our powerful loan refinancing options, you could lower your monthly payments, shorten your loan term, and free up cash for a brighter future. Unleash your financial superpower today. Call us at 641-792-5660 or apply online at acuiowa.org.
Subject to credit approval, terms and conditions may apply. See Credit Union for details. Federally insured by NCUA.
Time for another Out and About with Jamie Grout, and I'm excited to talk to my good friend Phoebe from Alta House. And Alta House is a great, great building that they have here. I guess you could call it, what, an event center, right, Phoebe?
Absolutely, 100%.
And it's tied in with Newton Des Moines East KOA. And Phoebe, we're getting into wedding season pretty soon, before you know it. And it's that time of year to start planning for these kinds of things. And I'm just wondering how you got and Dana got started in the wedding venue field here at Alta House.
Yeah. So I came on board actually when Alta House was in construction. So Dana and our paths crossed, and it was like fate. It was meant to be. So when I first started in the industry, kind of started at the bottom, and but I've been here. This is our 5th season now. Dana and Curtis Van Gilder are business innovators for entertainment, recreation. They do all kinds of ventures, but definitely my favorite part is the hospitality and obviously working here.
Sure.
But yeah, it's been great. Like I said, our 5th season, it's been awesome.
And I see that you've been nominated in 2 categories in the Wedding Award Show.
Yes.
Congratulations on that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a goal that I had set for myself when we first kind of took a deep dive into the wedding industry back in 2020. I started hearing about the Wedding Choice Awards. It's a huge honor in the industry. Kind of think of it as like mini Grammys, red carpet type of gala. It's an incredible honor, but I did set that goal for us way back when, and just started to get our feet under us, and the more we learned, the more we grew. And yeah, we've been nominated in 2 categories. So if anyone has been here to the Alta House, please hop on that and give us a shout out and vote for us.
Well, that's fantastic. How can they vote for you anyway?
Yes. So they go to weddingchoiceawards.com, and there should be a link there. You just hop right on there. And Alta House is going to be in 2 of the first categories for venues.
Now, you do lots of weddings every year, don't you? How many about?
So we probably about tripled our bookings. Currently, right now, we're only 17 days into the season. Engagement season technically is right around Thanksgiving to February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Wow.
And we're ahead of the game. We're at 52 weddings already booked for 2025.
And people need to book well ahead of time, right, to get into the Alta House?
120,000%, yes. Typically, we recommend that you book anywhere from 9 months to a year, if not sooner if you can. As soon as you know you're ready to be married, we want you to come in, take a tour with us. In the norm, venues do typically book up, if not a year, to 2 years in advance. For example, we've already have 16 weddings booked in 2026.
Wow.
So it is super imperative, especially for my brides that have a specific date that they're looking at, to jump in the game. Let's go, get you in for a tour, and show you what Alta House is all about, for sure.
You have all kinds of events here. Tell us about those, Phoebe.
100%, yep. So we do everything from graduation parties, we do author book signings, corporate events all the time. I mean, there is no limit to what kind of event you can do. Baby shower, birthday parties, retirement parties.
Live music, too, I see.
Live music, Thirsty Thursdays. Yeah, we moved those to... We're becoming more and more busy now. We even have weddings in the middle of the week now, which is I'm so grateful to be part of. I am extremely blessed, and I'm so proud of our team. But we are, definitely lost train of thought here.
We can edit at this
That's
point.
my ADD talking.
You and me both.
Yeah, maybe leave it. It's
Yeah.
kind of funny.
Okay, all right. But you guys do have a lot of fun here, and you work really hard to make sure that people have a good time with all the different events that you have coming up. You have a Super Bowl party on the way.
We do. We do. That was just kind of a harebrained idea that we thought of, and obviously there's tons of events. You know, a lot of people like to host at their homes, but there's a lot of work that goes into that, you know, which I always tell my couples or my families that are coming in, especially if they're trying to host a smaller event, let's cut out, you know, making your house a mess. Let's cut out all the moving around of tables, and let's save you some time, take away the stress from hosting an event. And yeah, Super Bowl party. Super excited about that. Well, I'm very, very excited to see what the outcome's going to be.
And
like.
I'm rooting for the Chiefs. Obviously, I wore my Jason Kelsey
I noticed.
jersey today in honor of the Chiefs playing tomorrow. Tell us about Death and Diamonds.
Oh yes, Death and Diamonds. So this will be our 5th Valentine's Day event that we're doing. We do it every year. We typically like to bring in some renowned chef. This year is going to be Chef Aaron Holtz, who is a farm-to-table type of style food. So he's going to make an amazing spread, delicious, delicate, delicious food for everyone to eat.
And you're giving away a diamond too, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, which it's $20 to purchase a box that will contain a diamond inside of it. Jewelers Bench so graciously is partnering with us for this event, and each of them is going to have a diamond in it, $20, but all of the proceeds will go back to Discover Hope, which I'm sure you know a little bit about Discover Hope. So yeah, we're very, very proud to add that into and be able to give back to the community, especially.
In fact, I'll be doing a podcast later on in the month with Discover Hope. So I'm looking forward to talking to Robbie about that organization.
Oh, Robbie is so awesome.
Yeah, he really is. Now, there's a website if people want to get tickets too for Death and Diamonds, right?
Yes, absolutely. Yep.
Deathanddiamonds.com.
Deathanddiamonds.com. Yes, sir. And it is going to be Bridgerton style. We're going to have, it's murder mystery themed. Every year we try to do a new theme. Last year we did a murder mystery as well. It went well, so great that this year we decided to bring it back once more. It's actually, we're partnering with Newton Community Theater. We tried to branch out to our locals and, you know, bring our community up. And that was definitely something that we're very excited about to bring in the actors from.
Now, the Death and Diamonds, the 15th, right?
Correct.
Now, the 14th,
yes,
Little Red, my sweetie,
yes,
and I are going to be at the Newton Community Theater on stage. I have to do a shameless plug for myself. And it's in a play called Love Stories. And what the community theater is doing is they're getting different couples from around the area to do this play, and it's a different couple every night. So we're just one night on Valentine's Day, which will be fun. And the best part is we don't have to memorize lines. We can sit at a desk and read our lines back and forth to each other, because it's like we're writing letters back and forth about this couple that has known each other through the years, since starting from high school on to the end.
Oh, that's going to be fun.
It should be fun, and we're looking forward to it too.
Yes.
Should be great. Well, there's all kinds of books, TV shows, movies, podcasts about weddings and wedding mishaps.
Ooh.
Now,
yes.
I don't know how far you want to go with this, but I'm sure you have some interesting stories to tell about weddings that you've known of that didn't go quite exactly as planned.
100%, yes. Yeah, we'll tread lightly on that one, Jamie.
Okay.
Yeah, one day I'll write a book, or maybe I'll start my own
Sure.
podcast.
Just leave my name out of it.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. Maybe we'll make code names for everyone.
Sounds good.
But yeah, I guess in the wedding industry, even an event, you obviously want your event to go perfect, and I always try to use that word very lightly because there's some things that are out of your control, right? Weather can play a factor. Just, accidents can happen on the way to the venue. I can go on and on and on about stories, personalities and family dynamics. But the biggest thing for my couples are a little nugget of advice that I would give potential clients and couples coming in is always have a plan B, and always hold on to some of my biggest piece of advice. Hold on to your beacon of light, your North Star, the thing that you can really encapsulate and hold on to, the reason you're getting married.
Like your dream.
Yes. Like your dream, or a little, I would say deeper than that even. So for example, what's the biggest reason that couples get married, right?
They're in love.
They're in love.
Yes.
They're in love. They're looking forward to saying I do and becoming husband and wife with one another. Some couples will be like, hey, actually, I'm just really looking forward to having my family together, in one place. There's only 2 times that people gather in a place for a single person. It's a little morbid now, but it's when it's a funeral and when it's a wedding.
Sure.
So it's a once in a lifetime shot to get it right. But obviously, it can't be perfect. So again, holding on to that beacon of light and really finding your North Star of why you're getting married, and just hold on to that, because it's so easily to get distracted by this and that, opinions and wants from others. So just by holding on to your North Star is what I always tell my couples. Just hold on to that, encapsulate that, and everything else doesn't matter.
Have a plan B ready to go, and trust your gut is kind of what you're saying here, how you feel about things.
Yes.
We talked about this too before we started the podcast, I believe. At Alta House, you kind of go, as they say, soup to nuts. You definitely have going from point A to point B in terms of the wedding planning, the wedding ceremony, the wedding reception. You could do it all here at Alta House, can't you?
Absolutely. And
You have the reception also,
yeah,
right?
Yep. We go from, we actually start from the very beginning, so from the planning portion, we do a ton of coordination services apart from the day of coordination, which is most important. We do rehearsal dinner, ceremony, reception dance. The guests can actually stay on site with the luxury of having KOA directly adjacent to the property. It also does offer beautiful scenery, open fields, the lovely pond, 30-acre park. I can go on and on and on. Of course, I'm a little biased, but it is a one-stop shop.
Well, what advice do you have, Phoebe, for those couples who are planning a wedding?
Yes. So,
as you said, and we discussed this earlier, was trust your North Star. But other than that, what else would you say?
Definitely when you know that you're ready to get married, my biggest piece of advice is holding on to that North Star. And when you know you're ready to book a venue, let's get you in, book in advance. That's definitely, the more planning you can do, the less stressful it's going to be. That's the beauty of here booking with the Alta House, definitely. And my most prized possession in working in this industry is the ability to help my couples through that process. And definitely just planning. One thing that we do is take time to sit with our couples and plan certain details. And that way it doesn't become overwhelming. Because again, you get one shot at this, so.
You have all different kinds of options and all different kinds of price ranges, I'm sure.
100%, yep. So one thing that we are seeing more and more is like micro weddings, as well as, micro weddings.
What is a micro wedding?
Yeah. So actually my lovely couple that is here with us now out in the great room, they are actually doing the planning for that. It's just basically on a smaller scale. So, you still want to have a beautiful wedding. You still want to have the bells and whistles. You still want the decor, the tables, the families to gather to have a meal together. It's just made a whole lot smaller. So they come in, they do ceremony, maybe a light cocktail hour while the couple was off taking photos, and then we get straight into dinner. They have the option if they want to do dances or not. But yeah, it can look however you want it. So one-day rentals as well as weekday rentals are becoming more and more popular. Price range, it can go anywhere from a smaller event being $500 to $750, and then of course our full day, Monday through Thursday, is going to be $2,000. So yeah.
So in a micro wedding, I'm assuming you have fewer guests then too?
Yep. You know, it could look any way you want. For a micro wedding, typically it's technically a micro wedding. Technically, is about 15 guests. You know, kind of elopement style. But a micro wedding also could be, 40 guests. That would be considered like a micro wedding. All of the bells and whistles again, but just on a smaller scale.
Can they consult you in terms of catering? Because I know for, some people bringing in food for a reception, that kind of thing, can be kind of a challenge, trying to find the right price and the right food, the menu, that kind of thing.
Definitely. As part of our coordination services, I always give the advice for my couples to sit down and kind of create a budget. That'll definitely get them started. And then an extra step that we do here at Alta House is sending them a vendor packet. This vendor packet is going to have a list of different categories from caterers, videographers, photographers, officiants, DJs.
Hey, got to have a good DJ, right? Let us know.
Yes. But yeah, I send them that vendor packet. So it's trusted folks that I know is going to take good care of my couples. That's my biggest thing. I'm not going to put my name on it unless they are going to take care of my couples. Again, with different price points so that can fit that budget.
As far as the DJs are concerned, let me give some advice.
Yeah, let's go.
If you are going to hire a DJ, give the DJ a list of songs that you know you're going to want to have at the ceremony for the first dance, for the father-bride dance, for the mother-groom dance, for dollar dance. What songs do you want for that? Are there specific songs you don't want played? Because sometimes lyrics can get a little dicey.
Yes.
Are there any games that you want to play? Do you want to do the hokey pokey?
Yes.
Do you want to do the chicken dance? All these details. And it's very important that you get those nailed down.
Oh, yeah. Well, funny you say that, Jamie. Because as a matter of fact, part of our planning services is I do have what I call an Alta House online planner. It is like my go-to guide for wedding day. And on there is a small section, it's probably about 2 pages, called my wedding. Sorry, I drew a blank.
That's okay. I draw blanks all the time. It's like a wedding planning for DJs.
It is my playlist guideline. There we go.
Okay.
Back.
All right.
My playlist guidelines, and in the playlist guideline, there is everything that you just mentioned. So it's the beautiful thing about that. So it's easy for couples to help figure that portion out. I can sit down, I can work that out with them, and then they just pass it off to the DJ.
Fantastic. Well, before we wrap up, Phoebe, let's again go over the events that you have coming up. And of course, you want people to come here for various different events and the Super Bowl party on February 9th.
Yes, Super Bowl party February 9th. And then the weekend after that is our Death and Diamonds. Tickets are going pretty fast. Like I said, it's going to be a wonderful event. It is our 5th year. The community and beyond the community come out near and far. We're going to have some fantastic vendor. Again, Chef Aaron Holtz, Jeweler's Bench will be partaking, the Newton Community Theater, as well as Pure Bridal, Bridgerton style, murder mystery dinner. It's going to be awesome.
Very classy.
Yes.
And if you want to order tickets, go to deathanddiamonds.com.
Yes, sir.
And if people are interested in finding out about the different wedding packages available, just go to the website or contact you or both.
Yes, the best way that I always encourage is just go straight to our website, send us an inquiry. You will get a message almost instantly. Emma is our lovely appointment coordinator, and she will take care of you, get all of your questions answered. We're very straightforward and transparent. Once that step is complete, we get you in. But website is definitely the place to go. If not, you can always reach out to us at 641-792-2582.
And what is your website?
Yep, altahouse.com.
altahouse.com. It's that easy. Phoebe, thank you for talking with us.
Yeah, thank you, Jamie.
This podcast also sponsored by the fine folks at Park Center, Wesley Life Community. Check out my podcast that I did with Lisa Zylstra. They are in the process right now of raising funds for an improved and upgraded memory facility at Park Center. Also by the fine folks at the Westside Java Coffee Bar and Lynette Baker, Halo Branded Solutions.
Dinner, Death, and Diamonds. Join Iowa Chef of the Year Aaron Holt from Doolittle Farm and the team at Alta House Event Center for an unforgettable dinner and murder mystery experience in Newton on Saturday, February 15th. This Valentine's Day, step into the world of Regency-era elegance and intrigue. The event includes an exquisite farm-to-table dinner from Chef Aaron Holt, a signature drink ticket and full bar available, delectable chocolates to savor, and diamond play, an opportunity to try your hand for a genuine diamond. You'll be swept up in a night where love, scandal, and murder collide. Join us on February 15th at the Death and Diamonds Murder Mystery Dinner Experience at Alta House Event Center in Newton. Act now, as tickets are limited and selling quickly for this one-of-a-kind event. More information is available at deathanddiamonds.com.
Until next time, out is out. See ya.